Good morning, children. Now you all are aware of all the different types of conditions of solving the linear equations and also how to convert the linear equation, any given equation in the linear equation, that is the reducible form of linear equation. Today we will discuss some more type of important questions which are being asked in linear equation. They are finding unknown constant term. Here it is a question: find k for which linear equation has infinite solutions. The question is 2x minus 3y is equal to 7 and k plus 1 into x plus 1 minus 2k into y is equal to 5k minus 4. Here we have converted it in the general form of linear equation, though it is not necessary. You can solve these type of questions without making it in the general form also, because either before is equals to or after is equals to, the ratio of C1 and C2 remains same. Now we have converted over here 2x minus 3y is equal to 7 in the form of 2x minus 3y minus 7 is equal to 0, and the second equation k plus 1 into x plus 1 minus 2k into y is equal to 5k minus 4 in the form of k plus 1 into x plus 1 minus 2k into y minus 5k minus 4 is equals to 0. Now here a1 is equal to 2, b1 is equal to minus 3 and c1 is equal to minus 7. Now you all are aware that how we have obtained a1, b1 and c1. These are the coefficients of x, y and constant term for equation number 1. 2 is the coefficient of x in equation number 1. Minus 3 is the coefficient of variable y in equation number 1. And c1 is the constant term. Similarly, for equation number 2, the coefficient of x is k plus 1, which will become a2, and the coefficient of y is 1 minus 2k, which will become b2, and the constant term in the equation number 2 is minus under bracket 5k minus 4. As we are aware of it, that for infinite solution, the ratio of a1, a2, b1, b2 and c1, c2 all are equal to each other. The ratio of a1, a2, b1, b2 and c1, c2, if they are equal to each other, then in that condition we are having infinite number of solutions. Now we have put the value of a1, a2, that is 2 by k plus 1, b1, b2, that is minus 3 by 1 minus 2k, and c1, c2, that is minus 7 by under bracket minus 5 and 5k minus 4. Now we have taken 1 and 2 together, and by taking these two together we have obtained 2 by k plus 1 is equal to minus 3 by 1 minus 2k. By doing the cross multiplication we get 2 minus 4k is equals to minus 3k minus 3. This minus 3 multiplied to each term of k plus 1, which will give you minus 3 into k will be equal to minus 3k, and minus 3 multiplied to plus 1 will give you minus 3. Similarly, these two will be multiplied to each term of 1 minus 2k. 2 when multiplied to 1 becomes 2, and 2 when multiplied to minus 2k becomes minus 4k. Now we will simplify it. We will take this minus 3k in LHS. Thus we get minus 4k, which was lying inside LHS earlier, minus 4k plus 3k, and we will take from LHS this 2 to RHS. This plus 2 will become minus 2. Now here minus 3 minus 2 will become minus 5, and minus 4k plus 3k will become minus k. And the final answer we are having is k is equals to 5. Now we have to verify it with other two also, other relation also. And if we will get some other values, then we have to find out common term, common value in all the three conditions. We have taken the first condition. In the first condition, by taking 1 and 2, we got k is equals to 5. There is a possibility that if you take the conditions second and third and 1 and third, you may get different type of conditions, but one condition or one value will be common in all the three conditions. So we will take one by one all the conditions and check that what are the corresponding value of k in these conditions. We have taken the first one as 1 and 2. Now we are taking 2 and 3, the second and third condition. That is minus 3 by 1 minus 2k is minus 7 by minus under bracket 5k minus 4. When minus 3 will be multiplied to each term of minus under bracket 5k minus 4, minus 3 when multiplied to this minus will become plus. Now 3 multiplied to 5k will give you 15k, and 3 to minus 4 will when multiplied will give you minus 12. And this 1 minus 2k when multiplied to minus 7 it will become minus 7. Minus 7 into 1 is equals to minus 7, and minus 7 into minus 2k will become plus 14k. We will transpose now terms. We will take 14k in LHS and minus 12 in RHS. When this minus 12 will be taken in RHS, it will become plus 12. And when this 14k plus 14k will be taken in LHS, it will become minus 14k. Now the simplification over here will again gives us k is equals to 5. Now what do we find? That in first condition, when we have taken the condition 1 and condition 2 together, we got k is equals to 5. And we have taken the condition second and third, again we get k is equals to 5. Now the third condition we are having first and third. Now we have taken first and third condition, and the condition is 2 by k plus 1 is equals to minus 7 divided by minus under bracket 5k minus 4. Again we start the simplification, and here 2 when multiplied to each term of minus under bracket 5k minus 4 will get minus 10k plus 8, and here minus 7 when multiplied to each term of k plus 1 we get minus 7k minus 7. By taking this minus 7k in LHS we get plus 7k, and plus 8 in RHS we get minus 8. Then minus 7 and minus 8 simplified together will give you minus 15, and minus 10k plus 7k and minus 3k. Thus we get k is equals to 5. So what do we observe? We find that in all the three conditions, in all the conditions, that k is always equals to 5. In the first condition, when we have taken first and second, we get k is equals to 5. In the second also we got k is equals to 5, and in third also k is equal to 5. So what do we observe? We always get k is equal to 5, but sometimes whenever you will solve it, these type of questions, you may get some different answers also. But always remember that one value will be common in all the three conditions, and that condition will be taken as the required solution of the given value of k. Here, since we are having in all the three conditions k is equals to 5, so we are having the value of k is equals to 5. Other questions we are having: for which values of p does the pair of equations given below has unique solution? Here again we have taken linear equations in which we have to find out the value of unknown term, that is p. The question is that 4x plus py plus 8 is equals to 0, and 2x plus 2y plus 2 is equals to 0. Here we have to find out the value of p for which it has a unique solution. Earlier we have studied to find the value of k for infinite solutions, and here we will study for unique solution. Unique solution means that only one solution. Now for that again we will find out the value of a1, a2, b1, b2. The value of a1 is equals to 4, a2 is equals to 2, b1 is equals to p, and b2 is equals to 2. Here we do not require the value of c1 and c2, because for unique solution we are having a condition in which we have to compare the ratio of a1, a2 and b1, b2 only. So we have to see that whether the ratio of a1 and a2 are equal to b1 or b2 or not. If the ratio of a1, a2 is not equal to the ratio of b1, b2, then we can say that the given equations has a unique solution. Then what we have to do over here? We have to find out the value of p in such a way that these two ratios should not be equal. So we have substituted the value of a1, a2 and b1, b2 over here, which we have obtained earlier. a1 is equals to 4, a2 is equals to 2, and b1 is equals to p, and b2 is equals to 2. Solving it, we get p should not be equals to 4. It means that any value of p except 4 is the required solution. So you can write your answer that for p should not be equals to 4, where p is a real number. P belongs to a set of real numbers, and then we can say that the given equation has a unique solution. For p should not be equals to 4. Now we have studied the conditions for infinite solutions and unique solution. The third condition we are having no solution. Now this question is based on that condition. The question is that we have to find out the value of k, which is the unknown term, and the equations are 3x plus y is equals to 1 and 2k minus 1 into x plus k minus 1 into y is equals to 2k plus 1. Here we have obtained the value of, we have to obtain the value of k such that it has no solution. It is the last condition. We are having three types of conditions. One is infinite solution, the second is unique solution, and the third one is no solution. You have to find out the value of k such that this equation has no solution. For that, what we will do? We will find out the ratio of a1, a2, b1, b2 and c1, c2. We have obtained the value a1 by a2 is equals to 3 by 2k minus 1, b1 by b2 is equals to 1 by k minus 1, and c1 by c2 is equals to 1 by 2k plus 1. As we know, for no solutions, that a1 by a2 should be equals to b1 by b2, but none of them should be equal to c1 by c2. So to find out these type of solutions, we have to take this in considerations, and we have to find out the unknown term so that the ratio of these two terms must be equal. And then by obtaining the value of unknown term, to make these two ratios equal, we can get our required solution. But after finding it, we will put the value in the given equation to verify that it is satisfying the given condition or not. Now we have taken ratio of a1, a2 and b1, b2 together. 3 by 2k minus 1 is equals to 1 by k minus 1, but none of them should be equals to 1 by 2k plus 1. Now we have taken condition 1 and 2 together, that is a1 by a2 is equals to b1 by b2. By taking these two conditions together, we have simplified it, and by cross multiplication we get the value 3k minus 3 is equals to 2k minus 1. This 3 is multiplied to each term of k minus 1. It is giving 3k minus 3. 3 multiplied to k will give 3k. And 3 multiplied to minus 1 will give minus 3. And 1 when multiplied to 2k minus 1 will be equal to 2k minus 1. Now simplifying it by taking 2k in LHS and minus 3 in RHS, we get 3k minus 2k is equals to 3 minus 1, which is equals to k is equals to 2. Now by putting the value of k is equal to 2 over here, the conditions which we have obtained, we have to verify that it is being satisfied or not. When you will put the condition of k is equals to over here, the value which we have obtained, you will find that these conditions are being satisfied over here. And then our required solution is k is equals to 2. Now it is another type of questions in which we have to find out two unknown terms, a and b, for infinite number of solutions. The question is that for which values of a and b will the following pair of linear equations have an infinite number of solutions? The equations are 2x plus 3y is equal to 7 and a minus b into x plus a plus b into y is equal to 3a plus b minus 2. Here earlier we have studied for one term only. Here we have to find out the two terms, unknown terms, the value of a and b. But these type of questions are mainly asked for only infinite number of solutions. These type of questions of unknown term in two variables are being asked mostly in infinite number of solutions. For no solution and infinite number of solutions, you will be getting mostly one variable, one unknown term. So we will start by finding the ratio of a1 a2, which is equal to 2 by a minus b, b1 b2, b1 by b2, that is equal to 3 by a plus b, and the ratio of c1 and c2 is 7 by 3a plus b minus 2. As I have told you earlier also, that by expressing it in the general form is not essential for solving these type of questions, because the ratio of c1 and c2, either minus c1 by c2 is equals to c1 by c2. These minus is cancelled out. So ratio of c1 c2 is equal to 7 by 3a plus b minus 2 does not affect our result. Now as we know, for infinitely many solutions, ratio of a1 a2 and b1 b2 and c1 c2 all are equal to each other. So we will express the values over here. a1 by a2 is equal to 2 by a minus b, b1 by b2 is equal to 3 by a plus b, and c1 by c2 is equal to 7 by 3a plus b minus 2. Now we take the first and second condition together. By taking these two conditions together, we will express the relation between a and b first. It will be our first equation. 2 by a minus b is equal to 3 by a plus b. These are the value of a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2. By making the cross multiplication, we get the value 2a plus 2b is equal to 3a minus 3b. 2 when multiplied to each term of a plus b will give us 2a plus 2b, and 3 when multiplied to each term of a minus b will get 3a minus 3b. Now we will take 3a in LHS and 2b in RHS. By doing so, we get 2a minus 3a is equal to minus 3b minus 2b. It will result after simplification as minus a is equal to minus 5b. This minus is cancelled out. What is left? A is equals to 5b. It is our equation number 1. Now we will take either condition 1 or 3 or condition 2 and 3. To get another equation, you can take either of the condition. If you wish, you can take 1 and 3 together or 2 and 3 together. We have taken over here 2 and 3 together. By taking the conditions 2 and 3, we get 3 by a plus b is equal to 7 by 3a plus b minus 2. By simplifying it, we get 3 when multiplied to each term of 3a plus b minus 2 will give us 9a plus 3b minus 6. And 7 when multiplied to a plus b will give us 7a plus 7b. Here further simplification will give us, we will take this 7a and 3b in LHS and this 6 in RHS. When the 7a is taken and 7a and 7b is taken in LHS, it will become minus 7a and minus 7b. And this minus 6 will become plus 6. With simplification of 9a minus 7a we get 2a, and the simplification of 3b minus 7b we get minus 4b. Therefore we are having second equation 2a minus. Now we have obtained equation number 1 that a is equals to 5b. Now we substitute the value of equation number 1 in equation number 2. Since the equation number 2 was 2a minus 4b is equal to 6, so instead of a we will write 5b. We have substituted the value of equation number 1 in equation number 2. Thus we get 10b, 2 into 5b is equal to 10b and minus 4b. Simplification of this term will give us 6b is equal to 6, and further simplification will give us b is equals to 1. Now we will substitute the value of b is equals to 1 in equation number 1. If we put the value of b is equal to 1 in equation number 1, what do we get? We get a is equals to 5b, which we have equation number 1. Now for b we can write 1, and 5 into 1 will give us 5. Now we have obtained the value of two unknown terms. Value of a is equal to 5 and b is equal to 1. These are the required value of a and b, so that if they will be replaced or substituted in the given equation, we can get our equations as infinite solutions. That is the ratio of a1, a2, b1, b2 and c1, c2 all will become equal to each other by putting the value of a is equal to 5 and b is equal to 1. Now write your homework. You have to find k, which is unknown term, in the given linear equations. The first one is 2x minus 3y is equal to 7 and 4x plus ky is equal to 10. You have to find out k over here for unique solution. The second question is minus x plus ky is equal to 1 and kx minus y is equal to 1 for no solution. The third question is kx minus 4y is equal to 2k plus 1 and 6x plus 2y is equal to 7, again for no solution. And the fourth question is kx plus y is equal to k square and x plus ky is equal to 1 for infinite number of solutions. Here the second question, you have to find a and b in the given equation such that x plus 2y is equal to 1 and a minus b into x plus a plus b into y is equal to a plus b minus 2. Here we are having two unknown terms. You have to find out the value of these two unknown terms for infinite number of solutions. For infinite number of solutions, you have to find out the value of a and b in the given equations. Equation number 1 is x plus 2y is equal to 1, and equation number 2 is a minus b into x plus a plus b into y is equal to a plus b minus 2. Okay.